If you guys want your professional dashboard to look like this, keep watching this video. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. You guys really seem to like my Instagram Reels video, so I figured I'd make a part 2 to that video. I got a lot of questions in the comments about how I find trending audios, what about hashtags, and all these other types of questions, so I just kind of wanted to go a little bit more in depth about how I create the Reels that go viral. Since that video, I actually have hit 27,000 subscribers. I've hit 27,000 followers on Instagram. I've had multiple viral videos after that. I think I only had 2, maybe 3 going viral at the time. Now I have about like 6 that went viral, which is insane. And that video itself on YouTube hit 65K, which is insane. That's my most viewed video, and I'm super grateful about it. So thank you to all of you who subscribed from that video. If you are looking to blow up on Instagram Reels, this video is for you. Like I said before, I am in the niche of self-improvement, lifestyle, sometimes beauty and entrepreneurship type of videos too, just because I did start a business. So I do have some motivational type of content in there for starting a business. I think this can be applied to any niche. You just have to use these things in your own niche. So if that makes sense. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video because I know you guys just want to hear all the tips that I have to go viral on Instagram Reels. So I just want to quickly go over what it is I'm going to be talking about in this video. So we are going to be talking about trending audios and how to find them, how to know what audio is a good audio to use. We're going to be talking about how I edit my videos, how font plays a role in making videos. I'm going to show you exactly how I make a video, so I'm going to recreate one of the videos I've already made. So that'll be, I think, really helpful for you guys to actually see my whole process, and I'm going to screen share on the screen once we get to that point of the video. I'm also going to talk about what consistency looks like, and then how to analyze your content so that you can really track your growth and just keep on growing. So to start off, we're going to start off with trending audios because you guys had a lot of questions about trending audios and how to find them. What if it has over 10K uses? What if it has under 10K uses? All these little tips that I told you about. You guys kind of wanted to know a little bit more about how to find those trending audios. So I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to open up my phone here and screen record for you guys. So we're going to go into the Instagram app. So we're going to click on this little Reels tab right here. And see how it shows up just trending audio there. Even if you guys don't have that little spot that says trending audio, you're going to want to see at the bottom it shows the arrow going upward and click on it. So this has 12.4K reel uses. All the top ones are viral videos. So you want to know that with a low amount of uses, people are going viral off this sound. So I think this is still a good sound to use. Yes, is it over 10K? That's okay. You know, you're not always going to find ones that are under 10K with people who have gone viral, and especially like you can see that there is a lot of ones that hit over 1 million, like the whole first like 12 of them have hit 1 million or over. So what I like to do then is go into one of these and click on the comments. And if it says anything more than 2 weeks, I try to steer away from it just because I feel like it's a little bit too late to hop on the trend. But there are some cases where you can hop on a trend super late and you'll still do really well. It just depends on how good your content is. But if you're a beginner making content and you really want to grow your channel quickly, I would recommend starting off with ones that aren't super saturated. So this would be a good sound to use in my opinion. Let's scroll through a little bit more through this Reels tab. See, this is also another trending audio. So we'll take a look at this. Only has 1,000 uses. The top one is 1 million views. Let's see how long ago. A week ago. So I would definitely use this sound if it fits into your niche. You see it only has 1,000 uses and it's a trending audio. So that could be a good one. You might catch the trend super early. See, this one popped up again. So definitely a good sound to use. If you notice a sound multiple times while you're scrolling through Reels, you're going to want to click on that sound and see if it's good for you to use in your niche. This person hit in 6 days 719K, which means their video is most likely going to hit over 1 million. In 6 days, that reel went viral. So these are how I look for trending audios. Also, I'll show you guys in professional dashboard, you can go all the way down and tap trending audio. I'm not sure if everybody has that. You might have to reach certain requirements to get this. And make sure that you are a creator account, because if you're a business account or you're a regular account, I don't know what the regular accounts are called, but if you're a regular account, you're not going to have access to these types of tools. So make sure you have a professional creator account. But you can see all through here, these are all trending audios, and you can see the number of uses that these reels have. So I normally just go through the Reels tab though, because I like to see what other people are posting, because that sound attached to whatever the video is, if it's in my niche, I think it's good to use. I just want to show you guys my professional dashboard really quick. So these are the amount of accounts that I've reached in the last 90 days. It's been more since November. November is when I really started to notice growth in my channel. I had one video hit 3 million, and after that it took a little bit of time again it took about 2 months to get another viral reel. So when I say consistency, guys, you need to be consistent. You can't expect after being consistent for 2 weeks to go viral. Sometimes it works for some people and sometimes it doesn't, but consistency is months and months and months of doing the same thing over and over again until you get that growth, because if you just give up, you're never going to get to where you want to be. So this took me a long time to get the first viral reel, and then another 2 months to get a second viral reel. But you know, if it happens once, it can happen again. So this is what my dashboard looks like. Like I said before, with the trending audio, you do want to see if it's under 10K, it's definitely good to use. And everybody in the top row has about 1 million views. And if you check the comments, it's been about like 2 weeks since, you know, it's been posted, where the comments are active and stuff like that. Anything a little bit more, like 6 weeks and stuff like that, if you see that, you might not want to click on that trending audio to use. But if it's in the 2 week, even 3 week range, you can get away with it. But as long as some of the newer ones are in like the 2 week range, you can definitely go ahead and use that audio. So I do want to talk about how I edit my reels. Normally what I would do is screen record the sound that I want to use and edit in CapCut. I think CapCut is an amazing app for this. I used to use Final Cut Pro, but for some reason it's really easy for me to use CapCut. I feel like it's super accessible. I can do it anywhere and make a reel anywhere. So I've just found that using CapCut has been working for me a lot more lately. I do screen record the sound and then I will import it into CapCut. Everything kind of plays into a role with Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels is all about aesthetic, I feel like, compared to TikTok. TikTok is more chill, more laid back, less edited, but Instagram Reels is a lot more like cinematic, aesthetic, and stuff like that, which is what I've noticed when, you know, switching between both platforms. What I'll do is I will open up CapCut and I will first import all of the pictures or videos, whatever it is that you're uploading. Press the plus button and add in all of the content that I want to use. So let's say we added all these in, and then I'll go ahead and select and crop to my desired time. So when you want to put the sound in, you can press extract right here and you can extract it from a video. Then I'll match it up to the clips, like how I want the clips to be arranged to that sound. And then I'll add in text. So you could see I already added in my text like this. And I find that using small text works best. I feel like it looks more aesthetic, it looks more clean on your video. So I keep it pretty small and I use either Prata or Druk Wide, it's called on CapCut. I'll show you them right here. The fonts are here. The ones I found to be the best are Prata, which is right here, or Druk Wide, which is which is the one that's selected already. It's super simple. I don't do any crazy transitions or anything like that. I usually do a longer clip in the beginning and then a bunch of short clips. I find that that method of Reels works for me best just because I've seen growth with that. So that leads me into the next topic, which is analyzing your content to keep growing. When I go on Instagram and I look at my content, I like to look to see which videos have done the best and why. So what is it about the video that hit 3 million that did so good compared to the other videos that didn't really do as well? And usually it's a long clip in the beginning and then a bunch of short clips after, and I usually have text that when the short clips come in changes to something else, and it has to be kind of relatable to other people. So since my content is self-improvement and motivational, I like to say something motivational or something relatable. So saying sorry I have plans and then showing what the plans are is something that's kind of relatable, and that's what seems to work for me best. So I made a similar one that says, what if I don't make it? And then it says, focus, let's go. And that one seemed to do really well. Same style of videos. This one too. One long clip in the beginning and then a bunch of short clips after. And the text changes from the long clip to all the short clips. Has to do with something relatable in your niche. And that's like something that somebody would want to post on their story. Once you start getting reposted to people's stories, that's when you start to know you're going viral or your video is going to perform really well, because if people can repost you to their story, then their followers see your reel and like the views just keep going up. You want to post content that people can share on their stories. So think about your niche and think about like what people will want to share on their story. Something relatable, something motivational, something inspirational, something super aesthetic. I think this can be applied to any niche. Just think about what other people would repost to their story. You know, how can I make this relatable? I think once you look at your content and see why, analyze it and see why this one performed better than the other ones, then I think you'll start to get on a better roll of posting content that your audience really wants to see. I said this in the last video, but engagement is also a key factor here. Make sure that you are engaging with your followers. Post a story after you post a reel that's interactive, like put a poll. Like for me, sometimes I'll post a story that says, did you go to the gym today? Yes, no, rest day. And that gets people to vote on the story. Interactive. People want to participate. Also, after you post your reel, make sure you post it immediately to your story. That will give your reel an instant boost in views, because sometimes people see your story before they see your reel. All the views you get from your story go straight to your reel, so it definitely helps when you put it on your story. And make sure you're responding to comments, guys. You have to respond to everyone's comments, whether it's just with an emoji or you actually have a conversation with them. Try to answer as many comments as you can, because I feel like that just shows so much more engagement on the app, and it just be genuine about it, you know. Make sure you're appreciating all the people that are actually commenting on your video, that feel that they can relate to you or feel like, you know, your content has value to them. I think that's like super important to show them recognition for them commenting on your stuff. And it also, of course, boosts your engagement, so that's really important too. A lot of you guys were interested in how I film my Instagram Reels, and I just use this right here, my iPhone 15. I used to have a iPhone 13 Pro. Now I have the 15 Pro just because my other one was starting to glitch out, so I had to upgrade. But I do really miss my 13 Pro. I just use this to film all my reels. For my YouTube videos, I use a Sony a6400 camera. But for my reels, I just use this. I set it up on a tripod and I use one of those like panel clip-on lights sometimes if I need to. And that's pretty much it for how I film my reels. I film small clips. I try to do zooming in clips, clips with motion, because I feel like when there's motion in your reels, it just makes it a little bit more engaging. I also think one of the main keys here is just have fun and enjoy the process. I feel like people get really caught up with the views and the follows, and that will come, don't worry. As long as you're consistent, that will come. But you have to enjoy the process, because if you're just getting frustrated and not really wanting to make it, you're just going to cause all that negative energy to transfer into your content. This is supposed to be fun. I mean, it is a lot of work, but you are supposed to enjoy the process. I know when I make a reel, I'm like, wow, this came out so good, I can't wait to post it. The last thing I want to talk about is times and how often you should post. I feel like there's a lot of different people saying different things, but I'm going to tell you what worked for me personally. I don't post as much as other people, and I feel like it works for me. There are a lot of people that say to post every single day or twice a day. To me, I don't think that's a good idea. I think you're oversaturating your content. I think it's quality over quantity. I think you should really be posting quality reels. If you can make quality reels every day, by all means, but I think sometimes you might oversaturate your content, and, you know, people want to look forward to seeing your content, if that makes sense. So when you just do too much, for some reason, I don't know how it works, but the algorithm just doesn't push out that content as much. I post maybe 3 to 4 times a week. That's what I found works best for me. I have posted more than that sometimes, and my videos didn't do too well. I've posted back to back, and my videos didn't do too well. And I find that when I post less often, especially not one day after the next, my videos do better. So there was a day that I went 5 days without posting on Instagram at all. Like, I just think I posted a couple stories here and there. And I was having a little bit of anxiety about how I was going to get a reel posted because I just couldn't think of any content. I was having like writer's block. I finally found a sound that I came across that I really wanted to make. It was 5 days since I posted one, and when I did post that one, it did well instantly. It hit like 300,000, and I was so happy because I was like not expecting that. I was thinking that because I hadn't posted in so long that my video wasn't going to do good. Like, I have to be on a roll with things, but that's really not the case. I think when you give time between each reel, it allows Instagram to push it through the algorithm. I could be wrong. I have no idea how the algorithm really works, but this is just what worked for me. As for times for posting, I usually post before 10 o'clock in the morning or around 4 p.m. Those times work best for me, but I also don't really pay attention to time like that. I just post it whenever I really feel like it, but normally I will post around those times. So I can't really say that there's an exact time that ones go viral. I know a lot of people tell you that, but I don't know how true it is. I post at around 8 a.m. sometimes, 9 a.m. sometimes, 4 p.m. sometimes, 5 p.m. sometimes, but I feel like people wake up in the morning and they go on their phones. When they're having breakfast, when they're at the gym, they just scroll through Instagram, through TikTok all morning, right? And then when they come home from work and come home from whatever it is they're doing, they do it before bed. So I like to catch it at those times, not really in the middle of the day, because I feel like people are just too busy doing whatever they're doing during the middle of the day. That's pretty much it, guys, for this video. I hope that I really included everything that I possibly could to help you guys with how to create reels that will go viral. I hope that if you watch my last video that your account is growing. Definitely give me a follow on Instagram if you have watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found a lot of useful tips. If you made it to the end of this video, put a little camera emoji down below so I know you guys made it to the end here. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.